Amazon is the biggest online retailer in the entire world, and it's also one of the most trusted companies out there. So if you want to buy a new gaming PC, buying a pre-built PC from Amazon might be a really good idea. That's why I show you a reliable PC at every budget for every monitor resolution, including 1080p, 1440p, and 4K. You will find the links to those systems down below in the video description with the latest prices and availability in your region. My name is Valentino. That being said, let's start. With the first system, we have the best gaming PC for under 1000 USD. This one is a white PC from Take that's going to be amazing for 1080p resolution gaming, high to ultra settings. Here you get an i5 13th gen processor alongside the RTX 4060. This CPU and GPU combo again will allow you to play any game at 1080p, and you can expect over 90 FPS on average when it comes to high to ultra settings in high demanding titles. And if you want to play games like Valorant or Fortnite and these type of shooters, you can expect over 240 plus FPS on average in competitive settings at 1080p, so feel free to go with a 240Hz monitor. Also, with this PC, you can play at 1440p depending on the game and depending on the settings, but if you want to play the latest, most high demanding games at 1440p, I do recommend you getting the next system, unless you want to turn on DLSS, which is the upscaler from Nvidia. Now, if you are willing to spend more money and you want to play at 1440p high to ultra settings at higher frame rates, I recommend you getting the Slate 8 gaming PC from i5 Power. This one has the RX 7800 XT from AMD. This graphics card has 16 gigs of VRAM and it's going to be amazing when it comes to 1440p in any type of game. Here you can expect over 90 FPS on average when it comes to 1440p in high demanding games, and I'm talking about games like Cyberpunk 2077, The Last of Us Part 1, and this type of high demanding titles. Inside of this system you get the latest Ryzen 7 9700X CPU, so you can expect very high frame rates when it comes to high CPU demanding games like Fortnite or Valorant. So in esports shooters you can expect well over 240 plus FPS competitive settings at 1440p resolution instead of 1080p. And to be fair, you can expect over 360 plus FPS in most esports shooters. So feel free to go with either a 240Hz 1440p monitor or a 360Hz one. Here you also get more memory in 32 gigs of DDR5 memory. That means that you will be getting an amazing level of content creation and streaming performance as well as gaming. Now this PC is more pricey at around 1400 USD, but I do think that it's worth the price if you are looking for a gaming PC that's around 1500 USD and will give you excellent performance at 1440p. You can also play at 4K depending on the game and depending on the settings. Now if you want the fastest performance at 1440p no matter the game, or you want to play at 4K ultra settings but you do not want to spend over 3000 USD, I do recommend you getting the next one on the list, which is this Skytech Rampage gaming system. This PC has an i7 14th gen CPU that's going to be amazing when it comes to esports shooters or just any high CPU demanding title like Hogwarts Legacy for example, or Flight Simulator, but the main point here is the graphics card. You get the latest RTX 5070 Ti. I have tested this graphics card myself and it's a 4K beast. You can play any game at 4K high to ultra settings with no issues, and I'm talking around 80 FPS on average, and if you want to play at 1440p you will be averaging well over 120 FPS in the most high demanding titles out there, high to ultra settings. You can also turn on ray tracing because the 5070 Ti is very fast when it comes to ray tracing. Here you also get 32 gigs of DDR5 memory, and the 5070 Ti is one of the best graphics cards overall in the market, so you can expect very good gaming performance and also content creation and productivity work performance. So if you're a content creator, this system is also amazing. Alongside this i7 you get a 360 all-in-one liquid cooler to cool this CPU down, and the total price for this system by the time of filming is $2150. Definitely an expensive PC, but it's an amazing 1440p ultra or 4K gaming system. Now maybe when you're watching this video the prices are cheaper, or maybe they are more expensive depending on availability, so I do recommend you checking the latest prices and availability from the links down in the video description. Now if you want a very high-end 4K gaming PC, I do recommend you getting the next one, which is even more pricey, but it's one of the fastest PCs in the entire market. This is the Chronos gaming PC and it has the Ryzen 7 9800X3D, which is the fastest gaming processor in the entire entire market, alongside the RTX 5080, which is one of the fastest graphics cards in the market when it comes to 4K resolution gaming. Of course, you can use this graphics card for 1440p very high FPS. I have tested this graphics card at different resolutions, but I would recommend you having a 4K monitor if you want the best image quality, especially if you play those high demanding titles. If you play esports shooters, since you get the fastest CPU in the market, you can expect more than 480 plus FPS on average at 1440p and 4K resolution in competitive settings in most esports games. That being said, feel free to max out any monitor refresh rate, whether it's 4K 480Hz, 1440p 480, or 1080p 540. Here, of course, you get 32GB of DDR5 memory and you get 2TB of SSD, which is plenty of storage to install more games. Now, the price for this system by the time of filming is around 3000 USD, so very expensive, but if you have this amount of money to spend and you do not want to get a 5090 because it's way more expensive, I do think that this PC will be the perfect one for you, especially if you want to play any type of game high to ultra settings with no limits. However, if you want the best of the best, I mean, some people just want to get the fastest performance out there, I do recommend you getting the fastest PC overall in the market from Amazon in the legacy gaming PC. This one has an Ultra 9 processor from Intel, which is one of the fastest CPUs for both gaming and content creation at the same time, and you get the RTX 5090, which is the fastest graphics card in the market for both gaming and content creation. So whether you're a professional content creator or you want the fastest gaming performance in the market, this system has it all. You also get 2TB of SSD and 64GB of RAM, which is going to be ideal if you are a content creator, and if you want to do just gaming, well, you can expect the fastest frame rates in the market, and I'm talking about well over 130 FPS on average at 4K high to ultra settings in high demanding titles. So honestly, there's no game that you can't play at any resolution, but I do recommend you having a 4K monitor for this system. But of course, if you have a 1440p monitor and you want to stick with a 1440p display, you will be achieving well over 200 FPS on average, which is insane. What's also insane is the price for this system, that's going for around 5000 USD by the time of filming, so very expensive. But again, if you just want the best of the best, this is the gaming PC that I will be buying. Remember that you will find the latest pricing and availability for all systems from the links down below in the video description, where you can also find my personal PC help in case you want me to help you out find the right pre-built PC or PC build if you want to build one yourself. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.